It can be used free of cost. There is no charge for using WordPress CMS, and it is an open source blogging tool. Open source blogging tool means it can be used as per the user choice, means the person who is using WordPress for either blogging purpose or the website designing can use it, can edit it, can work on it and use it according to them also. And it is a content management system based on PHP and MySQL, means the language that is being used for the that WordPress website designing, that is PHP, and MySQL is the database management system which is going to be used in that. Okay, so is there any query that why we are using, or if you have any information that why we use WordPress, any idea? If you have, you can unmute your mic and you can speak up. Please unmute your mic, and if you have any queries you can ask in between also. So we'll be proceeding further. Why we use WordPress? See, as I have told that this software is freely available and it is an open source. Okay, so that's the first reason that makes WordPress more widely used for blogging or the other website designing. It is easy to install. It has a large community or the huge community, among which if we have any queries we can easily ask to in that communities, and there are many developers who have created their communities for helping beginners, as well as they used to practice on all the features of the WordPress, or they work for increasing the features, for creation of plugins, themes, all of those things, and they work on all these things, and due to that it has a larger community or the huge community. Due to that, no one is going to get stuck at any place while working on WordPress. Then in this we get many free of cost themes as well as plugins which we can use for our purpose for creation of the websites or the blogging website. And as we are talking about the website, the most important point in the website is SEO. The feature of SEO means search engine optimization, means our website must be visible in search engines. If we take the example of Google, then if we are searching for something in Google, then our website must be visible on the top, then only it is of use. Otherwise people will be unable to know about our website. So in WordPress it is already available, optimized according to the, it has many features by which we can easily optimize our websites for SEO purpose also. And why we use WordPress, that we get full control on websites. Now where we can use these WordPress and which type of websites we can create, I have given only few of the examples. We can use WordPress for creating websites of many kinds, means unlimited kinds. But if we are seeing the examples, we can use it for the personal blogs or the blogging purpose. We can create professional websites. Professional websites means suppose if I'm an IT person and I am a web developer, I can create my own professional website through which I can get the clients online. so I can create that professional website also. Then e-commerce website means the websites similar to Amazon, Flipkart, or that Myntra.com, all that. So that are called the e-commerce website. So we can easily develop e-commerce website using many of the plugins that are being available for e-commerce thing. Then we can create forums, we can create job portals or the property portals, as well as we can create affiliate marketing websites. Nowadays, you know that it is in demand that most of the people are going to affiliate marketing. Like if we take example of Amazon, you know that most of the people are taking affiliates or starting affiliate marketing by taking that affiliation from the Amazon, and they start their own business working from home to start working there. Okay, so it can be used for these as well as many purposes. Means online examinations nowadays in this COVID situation, many colleges and universities are taking online examinations that can be also done through WordPress websites. Or online studying means LMSs can be also created. LMS means learning management system, can be created using the WordPress website. Or live classes can be taken, webinars can be taken. Means we can create unlimited types of websites by using WordPress. There are many reasons that makes us love the WordPress, means that makes us more to like. There are many features of WordPress, we can say, that makes us love the WordPress while using it for web development. First one is it is the best blogging tool. Means in this, when I will be showing you practical, you will be able to know that how it is a best blogging tool, because it provides the direct link that we can create the blogs online. Then it is easy to install, and it has a feature that all the plugins as well as themes, or the even the WordPress can be easily updated. Okay, then we have themes. We can use the that predefined themes, or we can install the that pre-available themes, as well as we can customize that themes also as per our like. It has the easy user management, means the user interface is very easy to use. It is very user friendly, we can say it is very user friendly. And it's that graphical interface, or the look, or the dashboard is very easier to use. It has the feature that we can either on or off, and that is of comment. Suppose if we are if I have created any of the blogging website, then I will be looking for the comments from the visitors or the audiences who are viewing or who are subscribers of my blogging website, that what comments they are giving. As you know that if we take example of YouTube also, you know, after each and every videos there are options for the like, dislike, and the comments. Even questions are asked in that comments, so that feature is also available in WordPress. Then there is an option for media management also. Media management means we can upload any kind of media like PDF, JPG, means images, videos, or the audio files. We can upload that, we can show that things on the website too. As well as we whenever we want, we can remove that also very easily. Means it has the perfect media management system also. Then it is SEO friendly, means it has the features. Using those features, we can easily uh, create our website, which is very much friendly, or very much uh, good for the SEO purpose. Means that will help us to make our website more visible on the search engines. Then it has the minimal coding, means very, means we can say that negligible coding is needed while creating website on WordPress. I will show you that at which place we use that codings. Then there are many plugins already available free for installation on our website. So if we are talking about the plugins, then the plugins means the softwares or the small softwares or the third-party softwares which are being used on our website as per the need of the world. Suppose if I have to create any of the e-commerce website, in that case we have a plugin with the name WooCommerce. After installing that WooCommerce plugin, we will be able to create our online stores where people can easily, means the website owner will be able to easily upload the products that the person wants to sell online, as well as the visitors of that website will be easily available to buy the product, do the online payments, enter their addresses, and that on that addresses that product will be couriered. So all those type of plugins are easily available in WordPress. Now, as we were talking about the WordPress, we have two kind of WordPress websites that we can go through. First one is free blogging WordPress website, and that comes with the name wordpress.com. So here I will be showing you that how wordpress.com can be used for the free blogging website. Here you can see on my screen, I have opened a website, wordpress.com. This is the free available blogging website that is provided by WordPress, and its URL is wordpress.com. You can see here it is clearly written that welcome to the world's most popular website builder. And if we click on this start your website, you will be entered into the website creation. But here we have few benefits as well as few drawbacks also. First benefit is that here we are not need, or we don't have any need of hosting and the domain. Why? Because if we are going to create blog on wordpress.com, in that case its domain will be wordpress.com only. Means suppose if I have to create a free blogging website by my name, Naveen Singh. So if I will start my website and if I will give my website name as Naveen Singh, then the complete URL for my website will be naveensingh.wordpress.com. Means my website will be hosted on the domain of wordpress.com only. So that is not needed. But the drawback is that as it is completely free of cost and it is working on the domain of wordpress.com, we will be unable to use full features of WordPress. Means we will be unable to install most of the plugins or the themes that are available. So that's why we will not go through this free website, but we will go with the personal blogging or the website designing website of the WordPress, and that is with the name wordpress.org. So on my screen you can see this is the website for wordpress.org, and we will be today learning about this wordpress.org only, that how we can use it, how we can create website, and I will be showing you the complete live practical that how we can use WordPress. So if we are talking about the WordPress, as I have told that it works on PHP as well as on MySQL. So there is a small introduction about the PHP. PHP is a server-side scripting language that is used for writing the programming or the codes for website designing. It is used to develop static as well as dynamic websites. You know that we have two types of websites. First one is static type and second one is dynamic type. So static type means the data that will be uploaded or the content that will be uploaded, that remains as it is. But on dynamic, we can easily change that content. Suppose we take example of any of the e-commerce website. You know that on the regular basis the products are getting updated, or we can say that the price is getting updated or the offers are getting updated. So that are the dynamic websites. But if we talk about the static website, in that case we can say like any of the news websites, there any of the content is uploaded, then that remains as it is, and next day new content will be only uploaded. Then PHP script can only be interpreted on a server that has PHP installed. Means if any server which has PHP already installed on that, that only can interpret or read the PHP scripts that we have written. And it has the PHP tags which can be used for writing the website codes, and its extension is .php. Now MySQL, as we use MySQL database also, database system, as we see this name database denotes that the data is saved or stored somewhere. So if we talk about the WordPress, as we are going to use it online, in that case we need to install MySQL database software also on our servers, so that we can also get the information that later on we can retrieve that data too. And MySQL database in WordPress is used for creating, assessing, managing, searching or duplicating of data. Means in database we can easily create a new database, we can easily assess those data which are already saved, we can manage, means we can, if we want, we can change any of the details in the data, or we can search for any of the data that are available, whether that is available or not, or we, if we want, we can duplicate that data also if that is needed. Okay, so till now, if you have any queries, then please let me know. Do you have any queries till now? Anyone, if any query, then please ask. You can either unmute your mic and ask the query, or if you want, you can even type the query in the chat. At last also we will be having questions session. In that also you can ask the questions. If you have, then please ask, else we will be proceeding with the practical portion now. Okay, so we will proceed now with the creation of website. As we are talking about the WordPress website creation, it can be created on 3 platforms. First one is we can create website on local PC. Local PC means on the computer through which right now you are logged in on Google Meet also. You can create a website on that, on the local PC, means that will be not online. Internet is not needed for that purpose. Another option that is available for website creation is either we should buy a new domain and the hosting, and we should start the new blog or the website. And the third option that I have already told you, that we can create free blog on WordPress.com. For second and third option, internet is compulsory. And if we talk about most of the web development companies, they ask their employees to create WordPress websites on local PC only. Means they never ever try to go live on the websites and start working on that. Instead of that, they create complete website on local PC using few of the softwares that I will be letting you know in next slide, and through that only that websites are being created or developed. So if we are talking about creating website on local PC, the first software that is needed is XAMPP, means XAMPP, or we can use WAMP also. So if we have to use XAMPP and we want to create WordPress website on local PC, we need to download XAMPP and install it on our local system, means on our computer. And it is available free of cost on the website that is given here. I will be providing you the link of this also in the chat, so that later on you can download it and you can work on it too. So this is the website from where we can easily download XAMPP, and that is completely free of cost. You can check the details that it is available for the Windows 7 and 8, even for the Linux, for OS X, means for the that Apple or the MacBooks. So it is easily available. You can go through the downloads and you can download it and install it on your computers or the PCs, so that later on you can work on local PC for creating websites or the attractive WordPress websites. So I have shared the link. You can later on download it from there, the XAMPP software that is needed for creating websites on local PC. So if we are talking about the XAMPP, its full form is X stands for any of the OS. Yes, as I have shown you on the website, it is available for the Windows, for the Linux, for the Mac OS also. So any of the website that X stands for that. Then the A stands for the Apache server. Apache server is needed for installation of WordPress software, as well as the plugins or the themes that we are going to use while creating WordPress website. Then M stands for MySQL database. This will be again available in XAMPP, and it will be automatically installed after installation of XAMPP on our computer. Then P stands for PHP programming, and last P stands for Perl programming. These are the languages in which code for the WordPress website is written. But as I have told, that there is no need of writing any of the code while creating WordPress website, because it is completely working on graphical user interface. It has feature of drag and drop, and we can easily create websites by dragging and dropping the options that are available there. So if we are talking about starting or how we can create websites on our local PC, first is we need to download and install XAMPP, and then we need to download and install WordPress. From where we will get the WordPress? We will get the WordPress from wordpress.org, because wordpress.com is not free. That is paid version. Okay. So here, if we are talking about the XAMPP, we can download it from here. And if we have to download the WordPress software for using it on local PC, we can download it from this link. Okay. So Please save these both of the links. From first link, you can download XAMPP software, and then from the second link, you can download the WordPress.org, means the WordPress software. Now we will be proceeding with downloading and installing the XAMPP and WordPress. See, XAMPP is a software that takes a larger time for installation. So I have already installed that XAMPP on my computer, and after installation of XAMPP, we need to go to XAMPP control panel. Why we need to go to XAMPP control panel? Because from here you will get the options to start the Apache server. Is my screen visible still? Is everything clear to all of you, so that we can start the practical portion?
Yes,
Please
sir.
respond, all of you, so that I can get the information that yes, we are going perfectly.
Yes, sir, it
Yes,
is
sir.
visible.
Okay. So now
Yes, sir.
we have started this XAMPP software that we have installed. Now, for starting our work on local PC, means how we can install the WordPress on our local PC. First step is, after installation of XAMPP, we need to start the Apache. So just click on start, and you can see Apache server will start from here. After the start, after it gets started, here you will be able to see the ports that are activated on the server. And after this, we need to start MySQL also, because we need the database on our WordPress website. So we will start this also. And now after starting this, you will be able to see that it has also started. Both are green now. Minimize it. Now what we need is, we need to install WordPress. And what's the procedure of installing WordPress is that, after downloading WordPress, it will be available in that zip format. We need to first of all unzip that, and after unzipping, or after using that unzip on that, we will be able to see a folder with the name WordPress in our computer. This is the WordPress folder. What we need to do is, we need to copy all the files and folders that are available in that. We need to copy that, and we need to go to C drive, means the system drive. Here we will be able to see the folder with the name XAMPP. I will increase the size so it should be visible to all of you. So this is, there will be a folder with the name XAMPP. We need to open that XAMPP folder. In this XAMPP folder, we need to search for a folder with the name htdocs. htdocs. This folder is needed. We need to double click on this. After this, you will be able to see these files here. We need to create a new folder with the name WordPress, or whatever name we want to give to our website. We need to create that folder. Here I am taking example of WordPress. I have created that folder, and the data or the files and the folders that I have already copied from that unzipped WordPress folder, I have pasted here in this folder. This complete procedure is for using WordPress on our local PC. Means how we can create websites on our local PC, and later on we can make it live also. I will be if we will be getting time, I will be showing you that how we can make it live also. So here we need to paste all these things, and till now 50% work is done. Means we have installed the XAMPP, we have started the Apache server, we have started the MySQL database, uh, we have uploaded the WordPress file. Now what's next is we need to go to local host. Why we need to go to local host? Because we are working on local computer or the local PC. That's why we need to go to local host, and then after colon we need to enter the port number that is used by the Apache server, and then we need to go to slash php my admin. Why we need to go to this? Because we need to create a database for the WordPress. So we will be going to this, and we will be opening this for starting our database or creating a new database for using it here. As well as we need to go to our WordPress for login purpose, means from where we can start our work or creating website. So here we need to go to WordPress also. We have uploaded the files there only till now. Now we need to install WordPress on our local host also. So here in this you can see that our php my admin is open, means my SQL system is open now. Click on database. After clicking on database, it will give us option to create a new database. Here again we will write the same name that we have given to the folder that we have created in htdocs of XAMPP folder that was available in system drive. Then click on create, and after clicking on create you can see that the WordPress has been successfully created. Now here you can see there are no tables available till now. Why no tables are created? Because we haven't installed WordPress yet. So we need to install WordPress. Here you can see for installation of WordPress, you will get such type of options. First thing is we need to select the language. I'm selecting here English, then continue. After continue, you can see here it is showing that welcome to WordPress. Before getting started, we need some information on the database. You will need to know the following items before proceeding. What is the database name, then the database username, password, and the host. All these things are needed before completion of the installation of WordPress. So we have created that and we haven't used any of the username or password. So click on let's go. Here you can see already database name has been used, that is created. In the username, as we are going to work on the root, we can enter here the root. Password will be blank. And you in the starting I have told that we are working on the local PC, that's why the host will be the local host. So database host is local host, and the table prefix will be as it is, wp underscore. If you want you can change it, but Please remember it that later on whenever it will be needed, you need to enter it manually by yourself. Now click on submit. After clicking on submit, you can see that the it's showing the information. All right, Sparky, you have made it through this part of the installation. Means the installation is completed. Means prior that pre-installation has been completed. Database has been informed. All the details have been informed or the filled, and that information is provided to the installation. Now click on run the installation. After clicking the run the installation, you will be able to see that after few seconds this installation has been successfully completed. Now on this screen we need to give the name for our site. I can take the example of the organizing institute name. Then in username you can give any of the username, but please remember that it should be clear to you. You should never forget that. If you will be forgetting that username, then in later on you will be unable to log in. Here already a password is given, but you can change it too. So I am taking here admin to make it more simpler. If you are taking any of the weak passwords, it will show the information that it is a weak password. But if we want, we can go through that also by clicking on this confirm use of weak password. Then we need to provide the email address, and it should be the email address that you are using. Why? Because later on in future, if there will be any need of recovering the password or any of the updates, then this will be needed. But I will be taking here the example. So I will write any of the email that is available. Now search engine visibility, as I have told you that it comes already SEO optimized. Here you will be able to see the option. If we want, we can make it visible on the search engines also. So if we want, we can do that. Otherwise we can off it also. Now click on install WordPress. It will complete the installation of WordPress on our local host. All steps are clear to all of you till now? Is there any confusion or query till now? Yes, please respond. Is there any query? Something that is not clear or something that you want that I should repeat with the steps?
None, sir.
Very good. So I'm getting few of the responses, and it's clear that it's very clear to all of you, and I'm happy that you are responding here too. Now as we have installed WordPress here, you can see it will after installation it will show already installed. You appear to have already installed WordPress. To reinstall, please clear your old database table first, or we will get the option to login. Click on login. After clicking on login, we will be able to see the WordPress branding here. We can change it by using few of the plugins later on. Here we need to enter the username and the password that we have given right now. If we have forgot the password, here we will get the option to recreate or reset the password also. And for this purpose only, I told you that email ID must be real always. So after entering the username and the password, click on login. It will check for the credentials, whether the credentials are true or not. If there will be any credential wrong, means if a username is not matching or the password is not matching, it will show that the username or the password is wrong. Okay, so now you can see that we have successfully installed WordPress on our website, and we are logged in into the WordPress dashboard. So we can say congrats that we are in now. Here you will get few of the options, and one by one I will be explaining you the complete dashboard, how we can use WordPress for blogging purpose, or how we can use it for creating website for the for e-commerce website or any other type of websites. In the dashboard you will be able to see few of the options. In the left is the home. Updates will be showing the updates that are available on our website or on our WordPress website. If we click on the updates, it will be showing that. Then this is the most important part, the post one. Post means the blogs that are used for the blogging purpose. This is the blogging link on WordPress. So if you want to start your own blogging website or own blogging that you want to use this as a blogging tool, you can go through this only, and there is no need of anything further. Why there is no need of anything further? Because for starting a blogging website, no other tool is needed anymore. We have all options already pre-installed available here. So you can see in post we have options like all post, add new, categories, and tags. We will be looking up one by one, but all post is used for showing all the posts that has been already created on our websites. Till now we haven't posted any of the blog or the any of the news on our website, so it will be showing only the default one that is available pre defined or pre written while installing the WordPress with the name Hello World. Then second option is add new. We get this add new option in the left dashboard as well as beside the post also. So if we click on add new, it will open a window in which we can write any of the new post. So this add new is used for writing new blog on our website. Till now we have installed our WordPress on our local PC, but if we want to see whether that is working fine or not, we can easily check that thing too. So I have opened a Chrome in incognito mode. Why? Because whenever we make any changes on our website on using any of the browser, then in that case that remains there due to the cookies. So whenever we want to check the updates on our website, we need to check it on incognito mode. So we have created this website WordPress, and its link is provided here, means the local host and the port number and WordPress. So we will be opening that here, local host, port number, and then WordPress means the website name. This is the complete address of our website. After entering this, you can see our website has been already created. It's live now. This is showing as per the theme, that is pre-installed here. We will be installing new theme and we will be seeing how we can change all those things. Here you can see the name of the website or the site title that we have provided in the starting. This is the tagline, and this tagline, just another WordPress site, is available pre-written in our WordPress. We can change it also from the settings. Then you can see this is the blog, or this is the post that was already available in WordPress by default, hello world, and this is the content that is provided here. It and the date when it was published and the category under which this post was published. Below you can see the search bar, recent post, recent comments if there was any comment, and then again the branding of the site and the copyright or the footer portion having on which uh, platform the website has been developed. So here you can see only one post or only one blog is written. We can add this by going through this add new. Here we will write any of the topic like webinar on WordPress, and below we can add either the text format or we can even add the things that are available here. You can see we can add the text in paragraph or the heading or the list, code or the codes. Codes means the HTML codes also we can add here, the classic editor, then pre-formatted formats that we can use for writing the sentences or the paragraphs, then pull quotes, tables or the verses. Even we can add the media files also. In the starting I have told you that it has the simpler media management system. We can directly add the media from here. We can add the images, we can add the gallery, we can add the audio or the cover or the file. Any of the file means we can add the PDF file or the JPG file. Any kind of file we can easily add here. We can add the media and the text, means there will be the image as well as the text also. We can add that, and we can add video also. Even we have few of the designs that we can add. We can add the buttons here. Buttons means you can see in the example, whenever I'm going to any of the blogs, you can see just near this webinar on WordPress, that sample is showing. Here you can see the find out more or contact us. These are the buttons. We can add such type of buttons. We can add the columns, means we can write our post or the blogs in 2 or 3 or 4 columns or the single column also, whatever we want. We can group our that blogs in 1, 2, 3, means whatever combination we want to add those or group those, we can do that. Then on most of the blogs you might have seen that what they do, they give the preview of the lines and later on they provide the link for the more, and whenever we click on more, then complete detail or complete content of that blog gets open. So we can use that more, we can use page breaks, we can use the separators or the spacers also. Then we have many widgets available here. We can add the shortcodes. Shortcodes I will be letting you know after this, that what are the shortcodes and how we can use that. We can use the archive widget. We can use calendar, categories, custom HTML, latest comments, latest post, means whatever we want in our post, we can place it in our this page or the or we can say the blog page at the position wherever we want. If we want, we can add the social icons also, means at whatever place we want, we can add this social icons also. We can tag the cloud, we can add the search bar also. You can see when I am taking cursor on the search on the webinar on WordPress, you can see the a search bar is getting created. So in such way we can add the search bar also. Even we can embed the things on our on our website from other websites too. Means we can embed any of, if we have the code for any of the website link or any of the item or the data that is already available on other websites, we can embed that. We can embed Twitter on our website. We can embed YouTube, WordPress, SoundCloud, Spotify. Means there are many websites whose embed codes are already available here. We can embed all these. Means if I have created any of the website for myself, a professional website, if I have created, or suppose if I have created a professional blog for my work that I do, means a freelancing instructor or a freelancing WordPress developer, so I can embed my YouTube channel. If I am providing webinars on YouTube, live webinars on YouTube, I can provide that link here. I can embed that here. I can embed my SlideShare link here. I can embed my Facebook link here. I can embed my Tumblr link here, or the TikTok, or the Reddit, or the Kickstarter. Means I can embed any of the websites code or the website's address or the link on my this WordPress website also, so that whoever visit to my page or to my blog will be easily available to view my other websites or other social media links also. And if we will add more plugins, we will get more options for adding blogs here. Or if we want to type directly here, we can type it here that thanks for joining webinar on WordPress. So suppose I have written this much only, and I am going to publish this. After publishing, you will be able to see this post also on our website. So here you can see it's showing webinar on WordPress is now live. Means now it will be available on our website. So we have already opened this website. Now what we will do, we will refresh our website to see the changes that we have made, and you can see that the new blog or the new post that we have created is also showing our website. So by this way, we can create our own blogging website. Being a IT professional or being a teacher or a student having good knowledge of any of the programming language or something like that, we can create our own blogging website, and we can earn money from there. How we can earn money? By getting more subscribers, and then activating the Google AdSense and all those things. We can easily get money, or we can easily earn money from our blogging websites also. And if you want to know something related to that, you can contact us, and we will be helping you. We will be teaching you that how you can do that. DigiGuru have all those courses available already. How you can earn money by creating blogging websites and all those things. So in this way, we have created a new post, or we have posted a new blog on our website. Now, as we have created this blog, and we want that we should add images also in this. So what I will need to do is click on this plus, go to the block of images, select this, and I can upload any of the image that I want to show here. So if I take example of the image here, click on open, it will be uploaded, and now I can add any of the caption if I want, or I can directly click on update. As we have already published, so if we are making any of the changes on our website, we need to click on update. Then after clicking on update, if we go to our website and refresh the page, you will be able to see that the image has been also uploaded okay. So this image has been also uploaded. So in this way we can add other media files also, and in this way we can create our blogging website. Now in this post list also you will be able to see that this was the post that I have right now created. An author, whoever is creating the post or the blog, his or her name or the user role will be mentioned here. Then the category, we haven't worked on category yet, so now I will be letting you know what is category. In this way we can add the blogs. Now if we are talking about the categories, then you know that whenever we visit on any of the website and we are going to search something, we need to enter the category also. Suppose I have just posted a blog with the name webinar on WordPress, so we can either create a category with the name webinar or the WordPress, and we can add that post or the blog in that category. So whenever someone is going to search for that the post, is there any post under the webinar category or not, it can be easily done. So I have created here the webinar category. Now what I will do, I will be editing the webinar on WordPress blog, and what I will be doing is I will be changing the category for this blog from here. You can see here now we are getting two options, uncategorized and webinar. Click on this webinar and then click update. After clicking on update, we will be able to see on our website as well as here also that the category is now showing webinar. So if we will click on this webinar category, we will be able to view the post or the blogs that are available in this category only. Means all posts will be not visible, only the post or the blogs will be visible which are under webinar category. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear up to now?
Yes, sir.
Emmanuel, as I have told that we are right now working on local PC, means the WordPress that we have installed, that is installed on my local PC, so it will be not showing live anywhere. Okay, so for making it live, as I have told that we need to buy a new hosting and the domain, and there we can use this WordPress site also. So I will be showing you one example that I have created for myself only. I have created my own website. I will be showing you that also. Okay. So we were talking about this blog. Here we have created the blog. Now going to the next point, means we have created the blog, we have selected the category. Tags. What are the tags? Tags means you might have seen on many of the websites the hashtags. Means if you talk about the Instagram or the LinkedIn or the Facebook, we use hashtags. What purpose of that hashtags is that makes our post more visible to the people who are searching for those kind of posts. Okay, so in that way we can add the tags on our this website also. Means if we will be adding tags like webinar, WordPress and all those, and we will add that tags to our post or the blogs, then whoever will be searching for those tags on websites or on search engines, they will be able to find all those things. Next is media. As I have told that we can easily upload media or remove media, all those things. You can see I have already uploaded a media and it is showing here. In the same way as we can use media or the gallery on our mobile, it is the same feature. Here we can open this media, we can edit the image, or we can see the complete details of the image. We can copy the URL and we can use this URL of our image on our website also. So in this way we can use it, as well as if we want we can delete it also from our website. So if any of the image or any of the media that is not of any use to us, we can easily remove that from our website or the server. Why we do that? Because whenever we increase load on our smartphone also, you know that whenever a smartphone memory is getting overloaded, then that phone starts working very fuzzy, means that it starts working slow. In the same way, our WordPress has also same feature. If we provide too much load on our website, then it will start working slower. So we need to always optimize the things, means we need to remove the unused data or the data that we are not going to use anymore, and we used to upload or that post the newer data. Now here you can see in add new that media. Here we will get the option as select file, the same way as we do on our computers also, or on other websites also. We have the select file option. After clicking on select file, our browse option of our web computer will be open, and from here we can add any of the images that we want to upload. After selecting that, you can see here that the image has been already uploaded, and you can see it's showing here. Now if you will check in the library, we will be able to see this image also, and you can see how easily we can upload the media files too. Now if we talk about the pages, you know that whenever we create any of the website, we create pages also. Pages means privacy policy. As you can see, it is pre-defined on our website. Then a sample page, or if we talk about the about us page, contact us page, or the home page, all those pages, we can easily create those pages, we can easily design those pages. And for designing of those pages, it is similar to designing of any of the post. See, if we click on add new, then we will be able to see the same screen as it was available for the blog purpose. And if we talk about the contact us page, you can see I have written here the contact us, and for contacting you can contact us by using any of our links. And then below I can provide the links of my of our website or the social media platforms that are available, and this will be showing on our page. So I have created this page, and now I will be publishing it. After publishing, this page has been successfully created. Now if we check on our website, means on our this editing website, you can see we have successfully created this contact us page. So it is very easier to create new pages also. Then, as I have told, that we have the option for the comment purpose, means the commenting on any of the post is available. You can see here it's written that the author has commented on the post of hello world, and the comment is, hi, this is a comment to get started with mod. Means this is the sample one that is provided here, and it has the option that we can either approve on or unapprove. Means we can review the comments, and then only we can approve, provide the approval, and then it will be showing there. So this is the comment option. And as I have told, that we can easily customize the theme or customize the website or our WordPress website very easily. So if we talk about the themes, we click on the themes in the appearance and we will be able to see the themes that are available on our website. Right now, we are using this theme, the theme with the name 2021. But you can see these three themes all are different. And if we talk about, if we see the sample website, you can see the background is blue, means the light blue. This is the first theme that we are in use. If you want to activate any other theme, we can do it from here. We can click on the activate and that theme will be activated. Okay, so in this way we can easily activate it. See, now this theme has been activated. Now if we go to our website and refresh the page, then you will be able to see the change on our website. See here, we have changed the website look. So themes are basically used for changing the look of our website, and themes comes as per requirement. Means if I have to create any of the educational website, I can use the educational theme. If I have to create any of the business website, I can use that. And for that we can easily get more theme options also. Click on add new. If you are online, means using your WordPress thing online, in that case you can see we have so many themes available for installation on our website. There are many themes that are available, and among these you can select any one. This is for the construction purpose. Then this is for the refresh blog, means you can say it for the traveling or something like that. And if you can see, this is for the technical person, this is for blogging purpose. So we can use any of the theme from this list, or if we have any any choice, we can type here and we can search. If that particular search option theme is available, that will be showing here. As I have selected for the education, you can see here the educational themes are available. We can use any of the educational theme from here. How we can do that? Just go to that and click on install. create a new community for WordPress web development. As I have told that it has a huge WordPress community, so we can also create a new WordPress community. Okay, so those who have filled their feedback forms can and having not any of the queries can easily leave now. And even I'm going to share more links which are related to our today's webinar. You can get the feedback forms from there also. Can contact through our DG Grow Hub website. There is a contact form. You can fill that contact form, and our educational consultant will be getting in touch with you, and you can join the master's course. From there you will be able to work on live projects also. You will be able to learn that how you can create any of the that e-commerce websites, or you can create that repair websites or other type of websites. And for that, if you want to know that what are types of websites that you can create, you will be getting all that those informations on our DG Grow Hub website. Okay, so you can go to that website, you can fill the form if you want to join the master's course in DG Grow Hub. And Sanyam sir will be always available, as well as I will be also available there to help you out in WordPress web development. So I have shared a few more links for the feedback. You can go for those links. You can give the reviews on our pages, on the Facebook, on Insta, on Pinterest. Please try to give the feedbacks there also. Thank you very much to all of you for joining us.